Hey everyone, welcome back to Nova Scotia. Well, it's been one of those beautiful October days. Not a cloud in the sky, nice and cool. And I am celebrating today, making it to 3,000 subscribers. Many thanks to everyone who has subscribed. The count today sits at 3,014. It's very exciting. So to celebrate, I decided to get all my Amur maples together, and after we take a look at them here, we'll go on a field trip and I'll show you the trees where they came from and get more seeds for this year. So let's take a look at them. It has been a wonderful tree to work with, and most of them are pushing 4 years old now. I first found these trees about 4 years ago, and I made quite a few in this clump style. Oftentimes when I make bonsai, I try to make two of the same kind. And these two are the same size pot. And both of these plantings have done really nice. Here's a single tree that is in a small pot that I made on the wheel. So this one has been in the back of the big greenhouse, so it hasn't gotten much cold on it. So it's still pretty much green, but it's got a really nice base going on it. I did think that the string marks were going to go away much faster than they have, but they are fading. But if you tie them together like that, it definitely leaves a mark on them for quite a while. So this group is planted in this Italian pot that one of my clients gave me. They were her father's pots, and it's a nice Italian clay pot. And this one was made in a video about 2 years ago called the Amur Maple Family Reunion. It's done really well. They've just been wonderful trees. Very tough trees. So here's the two plantings that I did really early from the first batch of trees that I got. And they're both developing really nice. Really happy with them. And both of these pots have done really well. They've been frozen many times and haven't cracked. This one's got a wonderful shape. So it is Friday today. And tomorrow I'm not going to take trees to the market. For the first time this year, the wife and I are going to play music at the market. So I don't have to load the van this evening. It'll be a nice rest for me, because it's quite a job loading the van and leaving here early to get to the market to unload them all. So this is the only one that I've planted over a rock, and it's well on its way to being a really cool tree. At some point in the spring it'll get chopped back. So that one's going to be fun. I potted this one up in a video, and it's developing really nice. So these two are in the same pot, same size pot, and they both have really nice shape on them. Have done really well. These two started to turn really early, so they're starting to drop their leaves now. Here's a single tree that's in its full color. They get beautiful fire red on them. So all of these right here are trees from this year that came up in April, and I put them in these pots, about 10 trees per pot. So I'll be able to take these apart in the spring and either make the forest scenes out of them or tie them together like a clump style. And here's some from the year before. And I did these a little different. I tied these below the soil surface so they wouldn't have the string marks on them. And I used a piece of jute so it would just rot away. So they're going to have a little different look to them, but still in the clump style. So it is a tree that I'm planning to pursue and start every year because they've been so easy to start and wonderful trees. So the other thing I want to show you is my giant sequoias. So it's been about a month since I took them out of the pot and trimmed about 1 inch off the roots. And they've done really well with that trimming. The trunks have actually fattened on them since I did that, and they've grown. And the one that was the biggest when I planted it is still the biggest tree. But I'm really happy with them, and really amazed at how they've gone from cuttings. Some of the early cuttings, this one is probably 4 or 5 months old now. And this one here is just beautiful. Just amazing how a little limb can turn into a trunk like that. And I actually sold one last week, so they're just getting good enough to where they're attractive for people to buy. And it's an exciting tree. They have gone very, very well from cuttings. They seem to have the rooting hormone built right into them. So this one, yesterday, it had a lot of low branches that I cut off, and that became all of these cuttings that I potted up. I don't even bother with the root hormone on them. They root so well. Here's Squinty getting in on the action, enjoying this beautiful day. Here's some that are probably only a month old or so. They have rooted really fast, and they're definitely working out. So we're gonna go on a little field trip, and I'll take you to the place where these Amur trees are growing, and we'll get this year's seeds. I'll take you for a little drive down the coast. All right, so here they are. I'm pretty sure the nursery that these came from, they planted them in a clump style. As you can see, that there might have been 3 trees in that one. And 4 or 5 in that one. But from the first time I found these trees, they have just been covered with seeds. And they've been very easy to sprout. It seems like they have seeds on them all the time. And I have found a few small trees underneath these trees, but for the most part, something probably eats the seeds when they drop, I guess, or but they all have them. And they're totally worth planting. So we'll head back to the house and we'll get them planted up in a flat. All right, back home. So here's what I collected off the Amurs. And there is another maple tree on that property, and it's a bloodgood tree. So I'm gonna plant some flats of those also. It almost seems too easy, but there's really nothing to this. Pull them off the tree and put them on some dirt, cover them up, put them in the back of the greenhouse for the winter. And come April, I'll have new trees coming up. They've been very, very reliable every year. So I'll just get a good layer of them. Cover them up.
Ducks in on the loose.
All right, another year, another batch of Amur maples. I hope everyone's having a great bonsai day. And I'll see you next time on Bonsai by the Sea.